I could come, if I find him resting, he asked those who has come when they say Michael. Then he says, no, if it's Michael, let him come here.
Bunene ngesine konye ache parasha dun nges papi yengi. Konye eli mokin ingisi bengai ba kotanyi nong eli mu ebi epoloni Musa na Michael. Apedali munu boya utagolani.
So none of you has ever sat on a sick bed of Okalebo except me.
Itungalu ipuane ache pak na tesi kere mamuli boy kino itada kiapa paparasha nguna deka ale maringesi bon.
And then there you would say, please, so and so, can you bring it some chai? I have an appetite now that my visa has come.
And ebe lotonge sai boy kino itada ngon anana kini papada appetite. Esa ngon ngesa pedro papa woro boy nudongo da bera majana dio amata nara dolo papero kala minongonoi. Now
a message to the daughters-in-law, to Giorgio Kurapa.
Akirono alosonga ina ni duelo realo.
You are inheriting very oversized issues. I don't know that you will fit into them.
Ebe ajokorona oraja ai kamera ibokone ra ajokorona langiri noi. So wam ngese jene poni baloso ja pedor.
And the daughters-in-law, please.
Keda amurak
don't neglect the home.
Mame kore si aijale relo.
Because for me, I've been here both for happiness and sadness.
Nara jaya ngoduchune automa yalama ara bonade jadio tionis.
And all of these people who have died, there are 5 of them. I know all of them, and they know me personally. If you ask them in the grave now, they will say yes.
Ara era kopane je poni pero tangido ni tungango ni kanyulo pote lanya toni. Ejenete polo nilo chut.
So I'm available if I'm still alive for anything, any contribution, physically, morally. I can't abandon you, because if Okalebo realize that I've abandoned you in the grave, you will not be happy with me.
Eba pakspera be polo ni Musa na anuangon. Eba la papa Musa na be eringangese jurelo de buningesa bunere areja adio tionis adio yalama epero ningesa bunera ina dio gangat. Ara bonata ichoro ara lemu na dio kapun ara lipakin eringangese sipo bon beja ingesi buningesi kera ay ngara kinoni yalama.
Okay, the Lord be with you all.
Isirengengesi kere la suban. Yalama noi.
Yalama noi papa. 1 2. Invite Stella Okunga.
Ailo sa orori. Stella ikoko ene Apolon. Orealo. Okapana kinosipa pero. The friends should get ready, and Mr. Dizala.
Sanon. Our timekeepers come.
Thank you very much. I want to request all of us to rise up. Ate keranyo tu ilipit Stella be keranyo utabuaber. We are here today to remember and celebrate the lives of people that left us.
A moment of silence in remembrance of our departed.
Elilengata asolete aile pakini okitungalu toni.
May their souls rest in eternal peace.
Amen.
Forgive me, my voice is not clear. I have a cold. Please sit.
She has requested that we sit, and she has also requested for us to understand her voice is not good.
I have come with a big group. Because I'm speaking as one voice on their behalf.
Our word
is a word of thank you.
akos kiloterai adopit ai shalami kinesibi yalama noi.
Koto sai salam kine deke. Number one,
We want to thank God first.
we thank God for everything. We thank God for the gift of life. We thank God for our families. We thank God for the life He gave us with our departed. We thank God for this day because it's a special day.
Ikoto sa shalami kini papala suban lolo anwa paranana anwe kosi kale kosi re anwa ijara na ina kiso kedalo la anyune be ebuna parana yalama no ila suban.
I would like to thank the church.
Akoto ngo ai shalami kini ekanisa.
The church, thank you so much.
Ekanisa yalama noi.
Even on short notice, you come.
Araida inoma kisaise simu era isani dis ikerunetesi.
Yalama so noi.
Thank you very much.
I would like to thank our brother,
Akoto ngai shalami kini ona chekosi,
our father,
papa kosi,
our uncle,
mama kosi,
our friend,
opapero kosi.
our everything,
Ona iboro kere
and his wonderful family.
kede kekal no ya muchala take.
But they say behind every successful man there is a powerful woman.
Ebaka iwanje dioja kaiti kere le poloi iyalama somasi boro kere jok.
Thank you
Era
very
na ara be
much.
jamu chala tane remitinge sokau.
Yes, thank you very much. That power behind you, thank you so much.
Kodo ngai shalami kina kebero anu angunu keri soma ingesi.
Even the children, they also have power.
Ara idi
Under
duwe
there. Thank you so much.
duwe yalama so noi.
We know that when when our children grow up, they become our advisors. So I know you're there. Thank you very much, the children, for what you're contributing. Thank you very much, family, for deciding to come.
Yalama so
Taking that decision that we are going home. Thank you very much.
yalama so esikera chamanare boni kera lusitore. Eja
Thank you
kaito kurapa
so,
George
so
keke
much.
family.
This
Nari
is-
itunga luipui cheti abala losiberongo bono salabere sikau.
But-
Nara ena alusho wangena bilotionu konyo bunge so peda ya une family kere.
Thank you very much. The children had not been here. You've given them an opportunity to travel to see what happens in their home because this is where their roots are. Thank you very much. I would like to say thank you to everyone who has come. We invited you. You spared your time to come and be with us. Thank you very much.
Ikoto so dabo
Some
bangara
on short
pakina.
notice.
Ai shalami kini tunga kere. Lua potu lolo ai ngara kini so. Ai lepa kini itunga lua potu ilanyata so. Yalama so noi.
In a special way, I would like to thank the organizing committee.
Akoto ngai shalami kini tunga dabo bolu etemono kinete lola parani na.
Thank you so much.
Yalama.
If it wasn't for your effort, it
Ara ema
wouldn't be
meraye
as good
si.
as this.
Tibilo la parana mami kone.
I would like to thank in a special way. I am speaking like this, but I am hoping that the people who are representing the government are taking note of what we are saying and delivering the message because we can't reach there.
Akoto ngai lipi be itunga lwe jasine ogwe kito sapu gani. Akoto ngai lipi be amitongo be iboro luinera sani wadikana kinete sikwap. Nara la parani na mamere itunga lwe jasine bo nara ida pugani soma tiborene polonoi. Teresi bongorete nato soda angara kosi yalama ne jasi tunga ngunu kere.
We would like to thank the government in a special way
Ikoto sai shalami kina pugani no Uganda
for
noi.
that special choice, for choosing us. Who are we to be chosen? For the best to be done for us. We thank you for the security for our brother. We thank you for the provision. Thank you so much.
Ikoto sai
May God
shalami kina
bless you
pugani
and bless
anwase
you
une
indeed.
kalelo. Ese chutu la ena ini George iboro lu ena kisapu gani kere anyin lolobe losa parane jok yala masonoi.
I would like to say that if it wasn't for the government to do this, maybe people out there would imagine that coming home is so hard. But this is an example, an eye-opener to everyone out there That home is home. There is no problem. They can come. Thank you very much.
Ekorongeso balimu nebe. Aisha lami kina pugan anuona cheke sabungu. Kedaba balimu eno kitunga dalu eja asike ngange na. Ebo renge sinyo. Ore. Are ekoro sabungu no re obongu tai. Ore. Ejoka pugan na mami mikiri diyo tueta bongu no re.
I would like to echo on what Reverend preached.
Akotongo alimu nberadis nunana alimu nokini Reverend.
The Reverend said that we have to be prepared. We have numbered days. We have got to be prepared every time.
Abala ne Reverend bekono na kapana kini. Ikidi oko na parasha. Ekode buni mwacha ako ni para na dumu njodi kwa ikina hii. Ikapakina. Iloto jo mamu jite monokite koni road. Mamu etu etepio raite monokini. Era isa ilipana kini joboni. Konye etube era jenge zitolo moni.
Let us be prepared so that when our time comes, we have only joy.
Pana kintere mwache buna para no korai bona yalama kedai lip.
Lastly, this is what I want to say, still to the representatives of the government.
Angetakini bobondo wakoronga limo nitongalo ebo ikitosa puganiani.
I speak as Stella, but I come from Eastern Uganda.
Endera okapa Stella alomuto kide ano Uganda.
There are very many problems in Eastern Uganda. I don't know about others. I'm speaking about Eastern because that's where I come from.
Ipuati okishe jasi kide noi. Mama ngajeni nui kamuto sa cheibo isho. Konya jeni onu kide na ara ilaila alomuto rong.
The problems are with the children, the youth, the old people, and the aged. I would like to be specific about this.
Iduwe, ejati okishe tomoduwe. Atumuna keditunga lu ipolok. Arebonata apolok keda imakyo.
I want to be specific with the problem of the youth.
Akotongo noi alimu nui kamuto sa atumunak.
There are very many young parents now.
Puakata uri akalwe disha kikechekaru.
Before age.
Uri atidu ering ikari kidioko.
COVID could be one of the cause, but even before COVID, they were there.
Araida eba kaibe COVID ayaw iduwe uriete noi. Konye araida kolering korone buno. Ajati unisina.
I would like us to put our heads together to solve a problem.
Kono ay bunga kina hanyine politemo kina tionisina.
And equip these children with skills.
Na ni duelu acho ay tutonori.
So that they can be independent.
Tere dumunete pole pero kesi da ijara keda ngarakini. Akeche watakedi ikalia.
And be able to break the vicious circle of poverty in Eastern Uganda.
Noi ay sibwaun. Ara bonata ingede. Esai kongoni lo ibakur. Lo kopani rimio Uganda. Wamekota tubo.
Lastly, mamai, papa.
Angetakini mamai, papa.
Unachekosi.
Our brother.
We want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Ikodo sa shalami kini jo. Iko sitawo no kere.
It's okay. You have been there for us.
Ija ile mujo anuko singara kijo sonoi.
You are still there for us.
Ido iringa jija ya ngara ini so.
You are there for papa.
Ija anwa papa.
You don't live here, but the home is running as if you're here.
Imame ile mujane physically konye elosile kalele joke. So masibore joke.
Keep it up and may God bless you and bless you indeed.
Mami muroini.
We want to promise
Kodo so
as your siblings.
Alimoini jo.
As your siblings.
Kapia akone inachana kede inachana.
We will do the best.
Lo sa somunu ipedori kere.
To keep our home
Anyi
standing.
neberelo.
To keep our home standing and standing strong.
Ebe buere lo mami jangare. Osipo.
Papa left a legacy that should never die.
Obu papa nyeke history le polo noi.
Yalama no, yalama pupokin so.
Yalama noi. Thank you very much. Bapa experience Stella dabo bakani. Yalama noi Stella ibo. Yalama laere.
Thank you very much, Stella. Now we want to invite friends to George Okrapa, Mr. Kwame Ejalu, and Sanon Disala. You're going to use that one.
No.
Can you hear me? Hello, good afternoon. Guest of honor,
Ipejinon Paul
my younger brother,
onacheka lo didi
Patrick Ayeku,
Patrick Ayeku
representing the Vice President,
lebu ikiti toto a Vice President
LC5,
Papa LC5
Ndugu RDC,
RDC
our chairman of the mighty party,
chairman le party ala NRM otemala chumbala
District Internal Security Officer,
itungalo yanga rosa kirono ayuara o district
invited guests,
ipejoko ke relu warota ilolo
ladies and gentlemen.
amuchalana keda ijaka
My names are Kwame Ejalu.
eka kiror erai Kwame Ejalu
I'm the son of the late Ateker Ejalu.
arongo koke apapalo kolobwila nyoni ejaka Ateker Ejalu.
I met George Okurapa in 1987.
Iriamunango keda George okala kaisa kanyauni kanyape.
George is an inheritance to me
Arai George etwetene polno ya najao
because he was my father's friend,
nara rangeso paperoke apapaka
and my father was very fond of him
na amina papaka dangis noi
as a son because my father was much older than him.
kapokoke nara polo papa noi aneja ingesi
Automatically, I became very fond of him.
poloke all round onges dabe ajanges da ara one paperoke George.
After 1987, George went into Canada.
Daune ekarla kaisa kanyauni kanyare obu eja kaiti George oloto Canada.
I was not very much aware of politics, so I do not know what was happening.
Mamnge saje ni akironu aina inete George elosi Canada na ara mamnge saje akironu wa politics apara shangun
13 years old.
Ara ngesi karito manauni wa Paul.
But an impression even at that age.
Ngangesa dita para shangun.
Many years later,
Come again.
through a friend,
Etubotikaru
Luipu,
etubotikari idis anen.
I reconnected with George through a friend called Musimenta, who works for him in Canada.
Obungesi iriamunos ara ibonat obueche tweto tama ai connecting kini kesi are na are somaite kesi Canada.
From then on, our friendship reconnected like we had never stopped talking.
So iriamunos kesa para shangun ogarbo bekeche paperoni bonoi kapa jari beresek.
One very important thing to George was his family here.
Iborene polono when we come to see George kede kekali.
He was very, very enthusiastic about how they were doing, and how Uganda was.
Amina ngesi noi ajenu ne pola ajata tarikesi keda parsha ne pola ajara oka kopi Uganda.
We continued talking about many topics.
Aporse yata kisakonye enera kironwe pu.
Whenever there would be something that happens, whether it would be the passing of the late Anyoti, the passing of the late Paul Orono Etiang, and others, he would pass a message through me, and I would deliver the messages.
Arai ajasi adio kironwe soma so Uganda ne noi orai bonati lany idio tweti kere areje message la koto ijo jai jukuni Uganda ejukuni ane ai torti ne ija ingesi.
On the 10th of December, or thereabouts, of 2020,
ara para shatomon olapalo itomontare okarla ilukumina kaisare.
George sent me a message, and he said that Mzee Okalebo,
Obu George juka kingesi akirosi tare bonate message obala be polo no Okalebo
frustrated about his pensions.
Ebe wanyuti chan anuna ara mame dumut eke pension ara bonati sirigin une dumune neta polo ki yengetweta asom.
They had started reducing the amount that he was getting.
Come again?
They started reducing the amount that Mzee was getting.
Obu etia ila isirigin lo dumune na ipapo Okalebo oge ijesa rekwop kapo na dare dumune 20 million lit oge rising na ibongo kopi lukumina kwa raka nyauni akataka nyari.
I told George that I am heading to Teso.
Olimo ngesi George balosha ngoteso.
it would be better if I heard from Mzee himself so that I can take notes.
E jokuna noi ara pedoro nga iriamun kede polon donge selo pali mo inongo teronga pera ngarain.
And then I see what I can do.
Teronga ni no beta som.
So 18th of December 2020,
Atomo na kanyauni olapalo itomontare okarla ilukumina kaisare
was the first day that I met Mzee Okalebo
ngesa parana soditonga iriamun keda pa Okalebo
in this compound.
ore alopalo.
When I arrived, he was sitting inside,
Adolongo ne adumudango papibo yo tomatogo
and they invited me to sit inside.
oponi worora ngesida iboikini tomatogo.
But because of COVID, I said, no, I cannot come inside. You need to come outside because these are bad days.
Konya nuna arai ajadek kapona kopane jaro na deka ne corona. Obungese ile pibe mam ekorojo ilomo ni kinga eboikino se kinga.
When he came out, he was not happy. He said, "Do you fear my house? How can you fear my house?"
Elo mpapa kinga mame yalama obgotema debe ijo iko kendi ngesi kuriana ekatogo.
I told him, "No, Papa. This is because of the times that we are going through." And I gave him a mask, and I also wore a mask, and we started talking.
Olimo ngesi papa mame rai na ara kurano ngotogo konye ra kironu inyo nwe corona ara bonatu adek. Olemo ngesa mask aina ni papa onapaki ngesi dana ke ogare kese neri.
I found Mzee to be very, very sharp.
Oanyu ngesi be arai papa Okalebo etwetela chobe noi.
He was very knowledgeable about
Ajeni porolwe pu
Bukedia, Uganda,
noi Bukedia Uganda kere.
what has gone wrong, what can be corrected.
Noi borena munar kere pole beto raite mokinida.
We talked about his pension.
Aporse nera takiron wike kapun
He gave me the documents,
obuena kingesa popola ike
and then I said I would work on it.
olimo ngesi baloshonga ngara kenijo.
Now, while we were talking, I noticed that he was keeping a very sharp eye on me.
Obungeso jeni kebe inerasi kesi konyete ngesi be auta papa Okalebo ai tengesi noi ota pupo kitede jok na ota ngesa limunun.
I realized that was not the only thing he wanted to talk about.
O jeni ngesi be aranyini bore ena koto ngesi alimunu kangesa pupu na kiron wike kapuno ai jesanari kwa.
Not the only thing.
Be mama ra ibore ngini bon.
He wanted to ask me another question,
Akorongesi ba nyitun ai nyitu ajaibo ngesa ngiseta chena ya rate.
and that question was, can George come home?
Ai ngiseta ngina raibe epedoro koka ijojo krapa abongno re.
I wasn't prepared for that question
Namonga kapakina bongo kina ngiseta ngin
because it's not on a day-to-day basis that I interact with the government.
nara mam ngesni rasikera bugan ngini duchu.
My answer to him is that I think so, but,
Akia bongo kinet obungeso tema be epedoros
but let's check.
konye darekisibera anyoto.
He said, I'm going to talk to George,
Ebalosha nganera kini keda okurapa
and then I revert to you whether you should check. Who would you check with?
do konya da nganera kini keda okurapa alosho ngabong ne jajo konya akorbero nganyit jibala jibilos ja nyit ara ibonatanyu ngai belos ja nyit bobache.
I told him I would put that question directly to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Ogari ngesi be ngunu keren we kamunto si George abong ni Uganda aloshongo ai nera kini keda papa president lo Uganda.
A few days later,
Etu bota parasha this
I got a message from George.
o dumuni ngesi a message ane ejai George okurapa.
He says, you can go ahead.
Ebe bale message ngoni be nera kini keda papa president olota konye nera inos.
Then I booked a telephone call.
Ogari ngesi I lip itungalu bonat ngartosa kiron we president I lip no kesi be akoto ngoda dumona pak ai nera kini kede president osimu.
But fortunately, before the call came back,
Konye
my younger brother,
eringe simu ngone bongono office president
my younger brother, Honorable Ayeku,
onacheke honorable Ayeke lo Soroti County
was heading to State House.
alo singesi State House.
So I requested him that after your meeting,
Ogari ngesi I lip honorable Ayeko be eda unekusi meeting
tell him you have a special message from Kwame Ejalo.
olimoke president be ejakiro nwe polok akotong alimoki ningeskape Kwame Ejalo.
He accorded Honorable Ayeku the few minutes.
Obwe President Oinak Honorable Yeko Adakanadis.
And then he received my message.
Obwe President Odomo ake message ara ibonata ake kiro.
He responded in the affirmative with no hesitation.
Obwe President Kobongo Otoma Yalama igangita akiro ijoji kera bongo. Eba bakisbere President akananwangun.
And then he told Honorable Eko, I will deal directly with Kwame. I will call him in the morning.
Olimoki ni Honorable Eko ebe Yalama noi so no aloshonga somo iti puruch alosanga noma eneja kaiti Kwame esimu.
In the morning, I received his call.
Tapuruchi nomune President esimu.
He asked me some more details about my brother George.
Ogara nyit achekiron wikamuntosi George.
And then he said, please proceed and handle it yourself. Who do you want to work with?
Ogara President be akorongo jo ayataken akonye nuisoma ijo anyo nube ebong ni jojore. Dobo ngaibelo sta somu kera jo.
So I selected the Major General Honorable Jim Muhwezi, Minister for Security.
Oseuningesi minister le angara kirono ayiwara Jim Muhwezi.
For two reasons.
Anwa kirari.
Jim Muhwezi knows George Okurapa very well.
Nara ajeni Jim Muhwezi George Noi.
And he has the historical perspective of why he was not in the country.
Nara ajeni bobo Jim Muhwezi akiroda na ina ini George ema mo Uganda ara ibonata uno Uganda.
Following that, we put together a telephone conversation between the three of us.
So ogare do kesa ibiaki ne simu loko na baka ibe zoom lo ara ibonat conferencing. Kesi tungi uni Jim Muhwezi ngesi ke di George.
It was a very interesting call. I was in Karamoja.
Are simu la joko no ila jiji majanyesi Karamoja.
Jim was in Masaka.
Ajaye Minister Jim Muhwezi Masaka.
And George was in Toronto.
Ojai George Canada, Toronto. Waite sa joke sina showman. Itunga igwapite jai igwapite koto jai boyang nada konye baka abwesimu Yalama.
So we had a very short conversation, 30 minutes.
Oporukeso chedu twakiro dis o meeting angun.
Everything was agreed.
Ngini borelu oporukesi inerata opono chamunai.
And I believe that George is with us today.
Ngesa ina kilolo I George boyete kedane. Baba kiswele beja kaitingo nakan.
Today
Lolo
is a happy but sad day for me.
Lolo eraiti aparana iyala maringesi noi. Konyo jaibo bichoni sidai distoma.
Happy because I was coming, it would have been a good day to report to Mzee that I've achieved what he had requested me to achieve.
Ayalama erai narai lolo ngesa parane bidro sinzali moini President Yoweri Museveni benu buji jukonga som adawa ngai kwa kinai
Papa Henley.
Eh.
Papa Henley maybe Papa Museveni.
Ebenu ebe aroja ipapo kale bololo ne ti ngesi elimo kebe nuo buji liponga som angeta kong doda tionisiboni be obu papa kwa kai ila nyoni.
So that is the little bit of a sad thing, but I know he's looking at us and he's smiling.
Ngesiboni ibore mamo yauna ilele konye balangesi ne ngada kidila subani kemoyo ite ngesi kopano ninu isoma sikere do ejaona aja utkeda Yalama
George and family,
neja yokura pa kede kekale
most welcome to Teso.
Yalama abongu nore Teso.
You can see how you've been missed.
Iwanje polo lemu missing ata jitunga tunga kerile metwaki arto sijo.
We really hope that you keep coming.
Kota ilipe be ebere jai ai sinyoki na bongu nore.
To the clan leader,
neja apolo kona teker.
I was very happy to hear that you're also Ikarwok.
Yalama nga pupu nibrase zidi Ikarwok.
I'm also Ikarwok.
I'm all Ikarwok. Apolo kerona do pete kerwa paxbere beja katlakat.
The only thing that we have beaten you
is that
Ikaro from our side are very tall. Let me show you my son. You want you to? So, Yalama noi, God bless.
Yalama noi. Saying on last one. But back to beja kaiting on akan.
Yalama noi. Ejakait Kwame.
So there is another one, yes.
Another friend.
asoba ipupete sepole garato ritunga konye kono na ilipilo kore beri ngesi da nyundo ngesi da gatakin kolo so ipolo ni neji tunga lwe polo ko jene tener ara da isho misongora high school ngina epotu era isa ilinga assembly pupu na kiro do ipupu shisha unjo dibo rebe itunga beri nera so tunga nera sibo kwani
okay.
Sa pupo kisibo bejok o paperoke joji lo ya rate yalama.
Okay. The clergy,
Kanisa
all protocol observed.
itunga kere adoke na kus.
I'm called Dizala Sanon Moses.
Eke kiror erai Dizala Sanoni Imusa.
In my place where I come from in Kamuli, they call me Prince Dizala.
Nelo muto ringesi obusoga ngina Kamuli makita ngesi be Prince Dizala. Prince ngesi okoke ekabaka. Yasini katono ties erbaka okoke mori.
Yes, Governor the Fourth is my cousin brother.
Kabaka longonet arabonate chaba zinga longonet obusoga arona cheke.
And our grandfather is the same.
Keda papa kecheda ngesingon.
I've moved with my wife.
Upono keda no waika.
She's called Sise Dizala.
Makita Sise Dizala.
She's my identity card.
Identity card kengin.
Because she has been with me since childhood.
Nare boyete kesi age onukole dishak.
Yes.
Kwenye mamare defilement.
I work with the National Planning Authority of Uganda.
Isoma ingesi oiriongetengon le polokita kiro nwai planninga nwa kwa poko Uganda kere.
As a director stroke technical advisor to the Planning Authority.
Ngesera ila poloni orai bobe perioditida anai chor akiron wikamutos ai planninga kwa poko Uganda.
But I've done other things also.
Konye somata ngesi di borichelwe po.
I've stood for politics.
Ebuito ngesi do politics.
And I know how people pass or fail.
Ngese pole to be politicians kedai birorida.
So when I didn't make it, the president said, and in particular his brother General Saleh
Otemare president no onacheke Salim Saleh
said, you see, I told you that people in the village are very difficult.
Bobu ngese president olimo ngese itungalwo chale ritungalwo etioko.
You can walk together, when you look behind you won't see them.
Yebi upasi ja kesi kwana konyi ngole aje okau mamuji wanyi ni kesi.
Yes. My wife
Sise
works with Pride Microfinance.
Isoma banka ngole baka Pride Microfinance.
Yeah, she's a very senior officer there.
Raingesda itwete ne Paul o banka ngon.
She's called advisor to the microfinance.
Ngesi chori banka ngona kiron wa PI.
Now back to the real point of this family.
Bongo Okalebo.
I joined this family in 1983. Myself and George had just joined university and we met in Mitchell Hall.
Apara shangono karungon ngesalo marati George keda ngeso university Makerere University.
And we became very close friends.
Orano skesi papero wa gogong.
He taught me how to take a journal.
Obwisha ngese pole masera John.
And we moved with him on weekends to go and see Mzee Okalebo.
Orai bengine mukaga ara bonatna sabiti ajaikesa nyuno Makerere alosa iriamunu keda papa Okalebo.
And we would do the teso thing.
Olose kesi da kirongo na choa na iteso.
Yes. Things moved on well.
So
as we were talking, we said, but we can lead this university.
So iria monos keskera papa elosete keska prepare porque so odumuta michodbe. Konyi wamito ripero na ngare niki na university lo Makerere lo.
We have many friends.
John papero
and George had the whole group including that one in the north.
Ajai George papero lui pu. Kai moringi ngundu elo mutosi to arabona ticholin kere.
What I haven't told you
is
that George's wife Edida and Sise were in Mary Stewart.
Ebe aberuke George kera keberu kere kesa ja sedope togo makerele baka Mary Stewart la angor le pereta pesur.
So that's where we befriended them from.
Neni ngese supuna takesa keche muchalan.
And we would walk from Mitchell to Mary Stewart and vice versa.
Ara ekeche rotongo na nyo uno micho ane pereti sapa aloste Mary Stewart na pereta keche muchalan.
So they supported us in our idea of leading the university.
O a muchalana ngunu keso poto ena ikizikesa gogongu na Apollo no anyu nebe ikopare kesa pugane no makerere.
And I became the chief campaign manager of George.
Ngesa Apollo kit e campaign kama George o makerere.
And I was also the mobilizer of money.
Ngesa atuki kapunuda. Apia inara ija elanya seyo koto oja inyo oja apia.
So we went everywhere and we got the money, and the people liked money, not like these days where we buy votes.
Porkesi rimosi amoni kapun konyo porkesi teni opodosi atuku ni kapun. Konya para shangu na nene kesi tungi kapun. Koye mama mina si kapun bali tungalu alolo.
We would just buy them some alcohol, some ajono behind the Rumumba Hall and other halls, and that's it.
Ara ikesa kugala tunga merana na ni kapun. Konya tukoki ni tunga kaule toka la pere kesa oma kerere. Dagwala na tungi bore ma sete. Ara bonati bore nenya mete. Koye merana na ni kapun.
Then came the coup in 1985.
Obune jie lo okara la kaisa kanyau ni kanyi.
And George at that time was in Russia.
Apara shangunu oja George akwapure baka Russia.
And so the whole cabinet was in hiding.
Ebe minister na kere apara shangunu oporo lura ngop.
Yeah, the government of Lutua at that time.
Ora apara shangunu Tito Kelo Lutua ngesa president.
So I sought audience with some leaders.
Oporo kesi nera kinosike da epuga kalwepu.
In the government.
Apugan.
And told them, but the president of this university is out in Russia and is about to be stuck in Nairobi.
Olimo ngesi epuga kalu apuga apara shangunu be. Etwele polokit Makerere University ara monate student lo epuga da Makerere University. Eja Russia ya utabongu konye makakino Nairobi.
So I convinced George when he arrived in Nairobi on phone.
Ogari ngesi alimoki ni George o Nairobi o simu.
I told him, please come home, me I'm here and I'm going to welcome you and you will see we shall protect ourselves.
Obongore ajayo ngone mami kuriana ibujo onge jauni jo idolo saina ni je security keda iwara ne dolit.
But there were disruptive elements who continued disturbing us.
Konyaji iboro rupo etolitoleti dis.
They thought that when an elected government everywhere, because there had been a coup, there should be a coup in Makerere also.
Awomito situ ngabo bebe ichengune bebe kapa ebiro terapugan ojeji akwa poko Uganda amroskes beti Makerere di koni ne beti ele puga Makerere dai biro ngonda.
But we continuing doing our networking.
Konyo porkesi yatakisi asomuke nero simu
until they became too much and we saw it was dangerous.
Tonina aina takesi bo poto obudo polori no ikedabala akota yao na tionis.
And so George ended up in Nairobi.
So osalido George Nairobi.
I was also in Nairobi but somewhere else.
Obungesi do lodo Nairobi konya chebo isit.
Until the Canadian government offered to take all of us to Canada.
Tonina obu apugani no Canada ochamona aijari keskeri yari.
What saved me is that my brother became a big man in the government, in the new government that had taken over these ones who had held the coup.
Iboro buingara kingesi. Ibiro apugani kuilo ayautos ationi singinare bonate confusion ngon. Onacheke dope obuoduma somune polono ya apugani.
So for me, I returned to Czech.
Obonguni ngesi Uganda.
And I postponed going to Canada.
Obungesi biro akelo city Canada.
So George told me, well, for me, I'm off.
Because the
opportunity is there for study. Everything had been offered to us. That's how we separated with George.
It
It kept haunting me. that my best friend
O paperoka la mino
was not
ngonoi.
in the country,
Anyo
and I
Uganda.
would probably die before seeing him again.
Ba mino ngatwa na rema mba anyuto paperoka la mino ngonoi.
I went everywhere. I went to Muzei Etakarejalu
Obungeso lot. Neje polo natekere jalu.
because he had known me. George had taken me to his chambers
Narai angaruringeso kurapa. Ofisi kelo ikisila.
on Olumu Street,
O Kampala.
and you became my advisor.
Ora bungeso gya ichoronges.
By the time I went to him talk about George,
Apak edola pangesa lo sitalimo ingesi no
he
ikamu
was,
so kurapa.
I think, Minister for Presidency in NRM.
Ora ingesa para shangune minister ikamuta kirono e president apugana na NRM.
So he always welcomed me and said, "Oh, George's friend, George's friend."
Ejaune natekere jalu ngesi no yobala be papareke okurapa obia.
Yes. So, but many things happened in between there,
Konyo kiringa no podiboro lui puisoma unos.
and it became difficult for me to join Okurapa again in Canada.
Otionu ngesi airi amunu boboke da George ara bonato kurapa Canada.
But in 2015,
Konye okarilo akaisare itomona akany
I was in the USA,
aja ingesa America.
and I decided that I prepare my itinerary to go to Canada also, so that I can look for George.
Obungesi do kapana kini obalada be ejongo dalo sti Canada terongiri amuruke do paperoka George.
So I fixed another course in the Queen's University somewhere south of Toronto,
Ogari ngesi daba mone kosi osubale lo sti Canada ashoman.
and we linked up with George,
Chama kindo ngesa lo sti Canada ashoman odumu ngesa paka iri amuruke di George.
and the reunion happened at Toronto Airport.
Ogari bo kesa bongo kina iri amunu bobo ekeche paperu bo bageo na rai o airport lo Toronto.
Yes, and I stayed with George for over a week.
Iboito ngesi sike di George o Toronto esa biti kere.
Now I started comparing. Maybe if I had come also, I would be better. I would be like him.
Ogari ngesi da mombe ara kolongo da chamuta bure Canada tibili kwa nongo da je joka de paribo ngesi da.
Yes, I found George was a bigger man than I thought,
Obungeso dumi George anginere tweti lo ti yalama.
because every white man was stopping to greet him, women and men.
Nara imusugunu dalu Canada angoro ke di kilo ewanyuti George abgon berayo gan.
In the whole Toronto city, which has a population of over 15 million people.
O Toronto ke resite lo Toronto le jasi tungalo de party milolini tomona kan.
Later, George took me to his office.
Akaula dis angaro ngi George office ke.
That's where I learned that he's in charge of social development and education of Toronto.
Ngeso bungeso anyuna ebe arai George twela polokit akironu ashoman keda asomisine nu itunga osita lo Toronto. Baba kisbere bi George akana twela polo noi. Yalama noi.
So from then on, we have been in touch.
Ageona ngin neras lemngeske di George.
Much as I had tried to convince him to come at that time,
Ara de tambringesa para shanguna inyakunu ngesilailo.
I didn't know that he knew more of what was happening in Uganda than me.
Mamngesa ajeni bi George nu isoma so Uganda noi ade paringesi.
But we agreed that we shall continue talking about it, and I told him it would be very bad for him to grow old in Canada.
Obungesi ochamana rosikera George bara idi jeni Joy boro lui puo Uganda. Loso na yataki na konye enera kironu ikamuntos Uganda. Konye mame joko na watu aniki ni Canada. Koro ja bongu no re.
So before he came, I got a message on my phone one morning.
Eringangese dolu no neringe bongu no obungesi odume message osimuke.
And he told me I'm on my way and I will be arriving. Was it Tuesday morning?
Bale message ngoni ba oto nganyo no Canada abre roro Uganda. Adolu no nge Entebbe na yare.
So, and I made sure that very day I looked for him where he was.
Ogari ngesa para nge pengin na adolu no George Entebbe alosa anyunu ngesi George.
And he told me the whole story, and he told me about the people who made it possible for him to come and who convinced him.
Ogari ngesa limo ngesa kiro kere no itunga ruopoti tibo opedosi anyunebe ebongunu ngesi Uganda.
I want to thank Mr. Kwame
Akoronga aishalam kineja kaitin kwame.
Because George is very resourceful.
Nara George eretwetilo epolo noi de jadu munu ne polo aneji George.
He is now an international man
Ngese twet kwa nala akomsine kere mere Uganda bon
with international networks.
Keda ipaperoda akwapu kere.
And whether he returns completely or stays there, I know we shall benefit.
Ara ide bongo ngese ojai Canada. Ejona imedaona aneji George.
To George, as you see our environment,
Neji George biteje pole jari so sorry.
okay.
Papi simai aibijaijo.
Yeah, I think let's.
Enapakinos. Construction committee.
Yes, I think that was Papa Okalebo.
Ebala epejeno no kobe polo ndango na dolo meeting ok. Atane penene toru ne bongne no retori ne. Construction committee ile napa inositunga yata kisoke program.
Okay. We continue.
Itunga ile links bere bobo DJ.
About to finish.
And now Pakinos Boba Pupo Kisinu in Ere Pejonon. Yalama, we can continue.
Okay. So, George, I'm saying that our people, we owe our people a lot because they educated us.
George Kono Sali Moin, Jobe.
Myself, at the time me and George went to school, we were not paying any school fees.
From
HSC up to the time you get a degree. And it is our job to ensure that people get back to the track of education.
So eroka som George anyunebe ebongo kinetunga adumu na shoma ne joko kata na kolo.
As I was coming here, I got lost a number of times.
Nana bunyongone abuonga wolio no noi.
Because I wanted to come direct from Kamuli to Kaliro and to Bukedea.
Nara korongesa bunere direct anyo no Kamuli Kaliro Bukedea done.
I was very disheartened. Whenever I stopped, very few people could understand English.
Konyati onisina ajai na buono na ngesi aitama ingitu nbaibejere lo itunga luipuma majenda musugun.
This was contrary to what I knew about Teso.
Ebe julakini Teso mamera Teso na kolo na jena titunga kerenera musugunara ida amakyo.
Because the people who are teaching us English in Busoga were coming from Teso.
Nara ikesi kolo Busoga itunga loisha na kineta kesa musugunu alo munene to Teso apoto Teso.
So this must be a local initiative.
So akirono elo mutoso nane ekoto na anyu ne politemo eno kashoman.
To supervise the leadership of the schools to ensure that they are teaching.
Anyu nebe itunga kere o community kes o chalo anyu nebe ilosho no somero ainera kini kere tunga lipuga to somero ilo anyu nebe shana kino kidwe jok.
It begins with the school management teams.
Egeuni keda itunga lo epolo krosa shomano somero.
Those are the ones who must ensure that the headmaster is there all the time at school and that the teachers are teaching.
Ngunu ngesa beta anyu nebe headmaster ejo somero imwalimun ejaso somero. Mere headmaster e wona headmistress ngini paran balosho ngobukedi o meeting. Do di duo somero abolia.
I'm talking about this because I come from the planning authority.
Inera ngesi no nara ine buto ngesi
So-
eke department kamuto sakiro ngono na shoman.
So this issue concerns me directly.
So akiron we kamuto singesi noi.
But I think I should end here,
Akoro ngai lipa na ngai nine.
and I'll end by once again thanking Mr. Kwame and team.
Akoro ngai shalami kineja kaiti kwame kede ke timu.
Thank you for taking your father's heart.
Yala masojo anwaito sometau kia papakon.
And I think since we have met here, we are going to link up and do a lot other things.
Akoro ngai shalami kinijo kaperi ya mnolon lolone ilosibone ner teripero asomi cheborolwe polo.
I know that when my president promises, he never forgets.
Akoro ngali mo inesebe ebe ke president isumuno mami murokini.
That's why we have found it difficult to get a replacement, because other people forget.
Ngesi wa inatesebe ationiko na jule president ilo nari president siche eliminate imurokinete.
And people just know that it is a gift for us to have parties that come from the north all the way up to the south.
Nare jenitu ngakere apugane na ngesa yao ipartis ara nyouno western toni northern da kere.
That is what the NRM is, and that's why us who are technical also associate with it.
Ngesi ebakai NRM ngesi wa inajo kesida ipirioti achamru kesida gonga kinike da epatela NRM.
Some parties represent tribes.
Ipartis iche ebwete otoma angaje psinei.
And they want to use the rest of us who are poor from Busoga and Teso to support their cause.
Ekoros kesa teso michoni luichana anyo uno busoga rabonat teso anuke sa domon.
But let's be steadfast.
Ekoto na choit.
I am very grateful to the president
Akoro eyala mongono anwe president.
for giving George Okurapa the reception he gave him, the VIP treatment he has given him so far, and I know that they are going to work together a lot.
Abapa kisbere wange saka nangun. Eyala wange sinoi anu president anyakun i George keraba shalami kine president anwa ijaunu i George de erenge si shua jeninge si chutebe elose president Yoweri Museveni asom keda George ejokonoi.
Lastly,
Angeta kini
I have known about many people who have died in this home,
ajenong tunga lui pu luopote la nyato onorealo
but I particularly knew David
konye no ya jenyongi David
Okalebo.
David Okalebo okokea papa Okalebo.
And George, as you were away, for me, I would pay visit to David and sleep in his house in Jinja.
No bobo ijoji mamejane epejono kiningesi David oreke alo Jinja opere ne nyenada.
Very many of your people still remember me, and they know me, and they take me as your brother, as the son of Jesus Okalebo.
Ikoni na channel we pu ejenete nges do angarosinges kapi koku apapa Okalebo.
Some have grown up in our hands like Florence Okalebo.
Iche Apollo 2 akani nikosi kati Florence Flo.
I met Stella when she was very young, and I think it's one or something.
Iriamuna kolongesa Stella dit konyera kwa na mchalana na Apollo.
Please, let's keep together,
Ekoto na isali morikikina.
because we are now one family.
Nari rone dopeke.
George, thank you for coming home.
George yala masojo abonguno re.
These people have been missing you,
Le mwitunga lu imuito sanyu nujo.
and anything you want to do for them, I'm in planning, and I can plan anything.
Idio boren koro ya soma intunga lu kere. Ekapakina ngesa agangakin. Nara ngese polo kida department la planning.
I know we have lost many of our friends, but we also have new friends now.
Igeni so atwakatoki papero luipu. Konye jabo ni paperi chelwa lomutu.
So I can assure you that we are not short of networks in this government.
So ewotange salimo eno nebe mami papero kedai morking na keda pugani na engeta kin.
Yes. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Yalama pupo kini no ongo.
May God bless you.
Isirenge sila suban papa.
For God and my country.
Baba kiseja kaitingo nakani. Yalama noi.
Thank you very much, Paper. Our next speaker is going to be family representative, Mr. Okurapa George. Mr. Okurapa George, the floor is yours.
It's on. It's on. But it's not on. Hello? 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 No. No, it's not on. Hello? 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 Okay, let's use this one. Hello? Hello? Okay. That's much better. Yoga kere. Bia besi. Etenge. Yes, mama nga pipi odi tunga kere. As age otubere boboni. Yoga kere. Bia besi. Jokuna nene. Yala mango noi noi. So, where do I begin? What I'm going to do, because itimete sengonoi, ejasi pejo kone, lumam inera sateso, osodi ejai it aberuka kedi dueda, maminera sateso, konye akotongo kes apupunu ebete ngalimun, directly from me. So itimete sengo, alosenge nere amusugun, konye alosonga ingit, MC, aiga kinongo atupakit ates. Ichama kitose songon. Eyalama. So akotonga geon by thanking Ekanisa.
I want to start by thanking church
for officiating on this occasion.
And wait a lot emisa lolola paranana.
I want to acknowledge our political leadership that is here with us.
Akotongo I shalamikini. Okay, pugakadalwe jasine political leaders.
Honorable Patrick Ayeko.
Honorable Patrick Ayeko Osoroti lelo muto Osoroti.
Our leader in the district, whom I have been meeting virtually, performing in functions in this home.
LOC5 lobu kedia eja kaitole mukan lo lemite ngesi o TV are bonato video ejai orelo isoma so misine no realo
and all the other local leadership that is present. This is a very happy moment for me. It's a happy moment because I am home. Can I tell you a secret? Can I hear yes or no? Can I tell you a secret? Here is the secret. I'm back. I am back from Canada. I have lived in Canada in exile for 35 years. The circumstances that led me to exile is a very long story. But all I can tell you, on the 22nd of January 1987,
Akaisara lo yare olapalo sodit okarla akaisa kanyauni kanyari.
That is when I made a very bold and brave decision.
Ngesi obu ngesi oyangara ara manati I decidinga achamun nwebe ngesatu pakina som.
And that decision was to escape from military detention.
Ngesi IC ane ekamuntu torikesi isirikale ara ngesi ara manati ikiarin.
I was in military detention for a total of 6 months.
Aweni tainges edarete ngesi ikiarin adaunu ila pio ikanyape.
And the reason why I stayed that long,
I
thought that I would be charged with a crime. But there was nothing like that. So that's when I decided to escape from military custody. But because I dedicated my life to God, that night when I was escaping, nobody saw me. I know Canon Joyce Nima was saying that I was always at the border and I see people crossing. How come I didn't see you when you are escaping? And I said, even if you had seen me, you wouldn't recognize me.
Abalangesi Canon Nima enerane I mistress. Abalabe apara shaguneja ingesi tororo girls. Ete ingesi tungalwe pu asiete. Kwa mamungeso buwa wanyo I George. Ogari ngesa limoeni Canon Nima be mamu joti peda anyu nongo. Dobo bi wanjo ongoda. Era ija anyu tongo. Mamu joti peda ije nongo.
So I'm happy to tell you that now that I'm back, I did not come back alone. I left alone, but I've come with a team. And I want to begin by introducing to you my wife, Edida.
Akoto ngalimo inesi, abuonga lot bon, konya akoto ngalimo inesi lolo, abongo ngoke de timu. So chamakis beronga etodia ka family, age onukeda no waika.
I think she wants to greet you.
Yoga
keskere. Okay, that's all I can say, Inateso. But I would like to say that I'm very, very happy. And I'm going to talk on behalf of the children because the reports have come in. When we started preparing to come, we were like, it was going to a world unknown, and they didn't know what to expect. But I have the report. The children are very, very, very happy, and they are very excited. I've even overheard one of them say, oh, for me, I'm ready to stay here. I even have more clothes. I have enough clothes. I think I can stay. And then I had another one say, I'm just going to relocate. Daddy, you are going to start building a house for us. I'm going to come and I'm going to relocate. So just in a nutshell, that's how happy they are, how excited they are. And we appreciate all the love that you have shown us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ebalangesi iyalamasi kesi noi. Ido iborene polo noi epole jaunere kes iyalamasi tungakera anyo no kes. Ibore ena apupungesi nerasidwe tipena ningese limunadis. Ebakasidwe mambo kese bongorete Canada. Ekoro papa sunyaki na duko kinikese togo beri kesa kwa kinai. Aisalane. So baba kisibere biduwe ngunda kana no achamun. Akoro ngalimo enesi boki duwe ngun. Itunga luipu elota America jende se pole bongu nonto. Eminecha bongu na upasikera upaperoke lo kilo kidebala bakaberu nata. Konyo no wijo jolota America emameko da bongu nukeda beru keda nyo. Eba pakisbere bijo jakara no angu. Aro reche to de bongu na America tiebala mambo ngajena teso. Inero kusa musugurumbo. Konyo abongi joji ebisa teso kapa kole kwa kinai. Yalama no George.
Thank you. Next to my wife, this is my son, my firstborn, Peter Hensley Okalebo.
Peter Hensley Okalebo. Maikita Papa Okalebo.
And next to Peter is my daughter. This is the child that people were referring to, that there is a medical person in the family. My daughter is the ultrasound analyst for one of the biggest hospitals in Toronto, Canada.
So isoma ingini Canada kapa muron. Konye specializing at ngesi akiron wa inwak akoi kesi nwangor o Canada.
Her name is Esther Apio.
Eke kiror Esther Apio. Bapa kisbere Apio dakat. Ajeno ngejano Apio ne.
She could not travel with us together. That's why she just arrived today. Because when we left on Monday, they begged her to remain to work.
Mamunges eopuna kolete keda kes konyelo la dolu na pesengin. Nara para na beto ngesa nyo na upunu keda kes opono lipa ngesa isal asom. So gari ngesi be ogiata doberesi angeta kong asom dongo da abunere. Adolu nani kokungin obula subano peda nyamu ni kokuda ngin lo dolu ne jok. Papa kisbere biko ngin dakan.
Standing next to her is Faith Apolot.
Faith Apolot.
Faith Apolot, after finishing her university education, Faith Apolot is working for the city of Toronto.
Ngini da edauto university do bisoma ngesi da o city lebaka I Toronto, Canada.
And then our last born, Jeldin.
Kokena washa Jeldin.
Jeldin Asio.
Asio. Bapa kisinwa Asio da bere bakat.
Jeldin is still in school. She's still in university. She just finished her diploma, but she's continuing with her university education.
Erai Asio apesen obuo dawe diploma do bobo bongori o university. Kopani dinera eshomngeso university o Canada.
So this is my team.
Eke timu ngon akia muchalat kedikia akia turangon.
Thank you.
Yalama.
So, I know that many of you must be wondering.
Ebe icha yesi koto orienguntos mot.
You must be saying, this man escaped from military custody and now he's back.
Ebe twetela isi aneji sirikale da abongunu kopa ene chut.
And then now you are seeing he's back and he has bodyguards.
Ndobo na anyu nube etwetela si kolo kiarin abongu be upasike danyo ikiarin lui darito sarebonati policing.
I want to assure you,
akona ngalimo inesi
they are not guarding me because they want to take me back to jail.
Mamu kese daretongo nare kosa nyaka rongo jera.
They are guarding me because the president told them to guard me and make sure that I am safe.
Idarete kesi ngesi narobu president Yoweri Museveni olimo kesi ay daranges anyunebe eyuara ngesi.
The story of my return
story arabonata kiron wikamutro saka bongun
is a very long story.
Ewojanoi.
But I'll summarize it for you so that you can have the context.
Alosonga tubun.
When I left the country in 1987, January of 1987,
na nyono ngeso Uganda olapalo sodit okarla kaisa kanyauni kanyari.
Towards the end of that year, President Museveni sent a message to me
obwe President lo Uganda Museveni juka ngese message
through the late Ateker Ejalo.
Itorite message ngoni na jai ejaka itatekere Ejalo lobwila nyoni okoke nani jenera.
And that message was, the president wanted to meet with me in Paris.
Abale message ngon ilipit president airiamunu kedo kurapa otomosita lebaka I Paris ejai France.
Because the president was so unhappy to hear how I was locked up, tortured, using his name, and he confesses he was not behind my arrest.
Na arai message ya president abalabe obungeso riengunoi ejenu ngesi ebitunga lweka muntosi George osodeta na itiselera rada itosoma ete ekia kiror atebobo mamore dope ajeni ngesi lwa wene tenges lwa na tenges ait silaro na jaida kere mamu president Yoweri Museveni ajeni.
The government sent me a plane ticket to travel from Nairobi to go to Paris to meet with President Museveni.
Opone juka na ngesi atikiti ne dege ngesa nyuno Nairobi aloste France airiamunu kede president.
On my way to Paris,
Enyo ngesi utangesa losit France arebnat Paris.
when I landed in London,
Ebu ngeso o London na keri genion ne bukai queen.
the authorities there did not think I was making the right decision.
Itunga luaja singena opoti chora kisinges benwi utaja sombala mera sinwa bait.
And they denied me entry to catch a plane from London to Paris.
So poni mika ingesi ai kopakino dege la beta nyo uno London aloste Paris ai riamunuke de president.
So I came back to Nairobi.
Obongu ngesi Nairobi ne Kenya.
In that meeting, there were a number of people that were going to meet with the president.
O meeting ngon la beta aja nkesa ja unuke de president of Paris aja situngi uni.
Apart from myself,
Ile majonges
the late Atekere Jalo was part of that meeting,
Ajai Abuton Atekere Jalu,
and the late Paul Etiang.
Abuton Paul Etiang etesodolo tororo.
When I failed to travel,
Ikarungesi aikopara loste France.
when the old man Atekere Jalo and Paul Etiang came back to Nairobi,
Ibiro de meeting ngon ogari Atekere Jalu kede Polone Etiang abongunu Nairobi.
they told me that the president wants us to go with you to Uganda.
Olimo kinetenge sibe bala president Yoweri Museveni ona upar Uganda.
And they told me that the president was willing to give me a nice job. I don't know what that nice job was.
Obala obakas kesi da be bala president Yoweri Museveni ibong yo Uganda lo soja so ainani ja som ne langiri.
But I was still thinking about the message from London, and other people were telling me, you just escaped from prison, you just escaped from torture. Are you really going back to Uganda?
Eli mutitu nganguni yare baiti bale president lo sai odumo London na bakari ebi jochu lo isi ojera aisi akani ni o serikali ngesi bala ubi kota bongo ri Uganda wamitu jonu womomo ojera asinu wa bait.
So I decided that I'm going to stay in exile.
Ogari ngesi lo pachamu nubenye no nga salala ilo mamanga bongo ri Uganda.
And I decided that I wanted to go very far, and I decided to go to Canada.
Ogari ngesi bala tikani bala kota kunyarani do Nairobi aloto ne Luana lo ngesi Canada.
The moment I arrived in Canada,
Na dole ngesi Canada,
President Museveni kept sending messages to me in Canada. There are people who came there representing the president, always asking to meet with me, and the message was, the president wants you back home.
ikunya ngesi Canada da oporitu ngabobo ogyasi adolo no kiningeso Canada ijukuni ne president da obakasi be ekote president ja bongori Uganda.
I received government ministers.
Obungesi iriamuno sikia di minister na wapugan.
I received members of parliament.
Obungesi iriamuno sikia da MPs da lo Uganda.
I received church leaders.
Ara ede epuga kalo akanisa lo akelesia.
In particular, the late Bishop Geresemu Ilukor.
Ara ede la ton Bishop Lukor obuipejo kingesi.
He came home to deliver a message for me to come back home, and his message was from the government.
Obungesi do lo radolo kiningeso reke kalimo kiningeso no abale president ebe ija bongorai ore Uganda.
But I told them I was not ready.
Olimo iningesi kesi be mamberonga kapa kina kopani.
But the president did not stop there.
Mame president obuobuo anin.
He kept sending messages through people he knew would reach me.
Bwe president sinyiko ai jukana iningesa kiro itore ne jitunga lui punoi.
But I still said no.
Otemari ngesi be
Until Recently, as per the story you heard from Kwame,
Toni kolete nopoti soma onos story na ningona ra kirongun obunane jakaite nkwam lim.
when I heard that the president had spoken to Kwame and the president wanted me to come home,
Epu pungesi binera kine president keda Mr. Kwame okote president ngesa bongnore.
and then when I heard from Honorable Patrick Ayeku, when
Epu pungesi da aneja Honorable Patrick Ayeku,
the way the president reacted when he delivered the message about my coming home,
obungesi olim ara etodi kingesi be ayalame president no epupu ba obudongesi ochama bongnore.
the tone changed my feelings about coming home.
Eporoto lo pupu nongesa kirongun obujula ke keda omomo ke anwa bongnore.
Kwame
Eja kaiti Kwame
is somebody I came to know when he was a very young man.
iriamu na ngesi arobu ngesi ojen Kwame eringere esapatala adit.
I asked Kwame, I said, Kwame, are you sure that you are going to wear these clothes? You are going to take me back to Uganda?
Obungesi ngiti eja kaiti Kwame be chuti wamini jipero ya ibwok musalaba lo ay nyakarongo Uganda.
Supposing something goes wrong,
Dobi iso makinongi chebore ene rono.
Ikariboka Senyak, my clan will blame you.
Aka teker eloseta toronari jo.
That's when Kwame assured me, after discussions with the president, the message from the president, let Okurapa return. As soon as he arrives into the country, we're going to take care of him.
Ngesi nendo bu eja kaiti Kwame olimo ngesi kera todi kiri ngesi message ane elomota neje president ebi ngesi Jojo bong Uganda ebong ngesi iloso na edara ngesi apaki de jari ngesi Uganda kere.
And I have to tell you,
Akoto ngalimo inesi
the president has kept his word.
ebe etodolike president ake kironwe nera baba kisibere be president akantunga.
He has been true to his promise.
Ere president wele jok do nera bait delele bikake bait.
When I and my family got out of the plane,
Elomnete keso dege o Entebbe kedi due keda akia muchalat.
we were very quickly whisked through and taken to the VIP lounge.
Oponi ole mara ikes ane eberi tungalu eja so dege kera ajaut da ngari kes ai boys ne rai special ne boy ngos tungalu apolok bon.
When we entered the VIP lounge,
Elo masi kesa boys tingine ne eberi tungalu apolok bona jaut.
I found Kwame.
Odumu ngesi Mr. Kwame.
I found Honorable Patrick Ayeku.
Odumu ngesi Honorable Ayeku Patrick.
I found my brother Dr. James.
Odumu ngesi onachekeda James Onyoin doctor.
As part of the team that was waiting to receive us.
Eti mudole dari tenges angino o airport Entebbe.
Immediately, we finished exchanging greetings with that team.
Eda otudo kesi ener chedu na kiro diske de tungal wajasi o room ngonare bonate team ngol eda warai marimar.
I was shown my security detail.
Ponitori kinainges epole ebeto ritunga edara ke yuara.
And they told me that these officers, their duty is to guard me for two things.
Ebe itungalu ara bonat e kiari ngoni pozin wena ta edarangis. Ebe ta yuaringes obori yare.
They are guarding me for my safety.
Ayuara ke nesina sodit.
Number two, they are also guarding me in terms of my health.
Dario ngesida otoma angale uke tore no ya kironwe corona ara bonat COVID.
So if you try to come close to me and they come and push you away,
Iwanyu tesi kesi are ipotesi na jang korose sa gonga kini kedaongo do kesara temare sibi kunyakisi.
You don't think that they are very rude people.
Mamba kasibe raske sungalo wa rokok ara bonatu kurapada girone opasi kwa na jekiari mame kote tweta kunyakini ne eja ingesida.
They are just doing their job.
Isoma kesi da keche som.
Because if I get corona,
na are edo mngesa deka na COVID then kui erai kuojera.
So they are doing their job.
So mai kesa keche som.
So that is the story of how I came, and I have to tell you,
Eponengon ngesi ejare pol ake bongun.
I thank Kwame with his negotiating and convincing skills.
Akoto ngai shalami kinbo beja kaiti Kwame anyu nebe obuoji anyu nba pero nga bongun Uganda.
He's the one who convinced me.
Ngesi chute dopene lobu oena kingese bonguni.
When I tell you that President Museveni kept his word,
Ali mokna no ngese be elelebike president ake kirora ake isumunet.
apart from this security detail that he promised that he would give me,
Aile majo itungalu idareta ka yuaralu.
all the cars, for those of you who have seen me driving here, all those cars that I'm being driven in that convoy, all those cars, that was part of the promise from the president. They gave me those cars.
Eba motokana nguni tete sinu ekeri angesi kere. Apugan ena itinges. Amotokana driver na keda akinyet. Ngunu kere apugan.
And on top of that,
Ai doko kini nenda bobo.
when I told Kwame to tell the president
Alimo Kongo eja kaiti Kwame alimo ine president.
that when I get home to see my people who have not seen me for 35 years,
Abongo nga dolongore anyu ni katunga lulema dauti karakaisa uni kanyuma anyu tosongo.
I need to feed them.
Ejo ngai na ini kesi nyamat.
And guess what?
Jenete esinu isoma unos.
The president said, we'll give you money to buy food for the people.
Ebi ina ini sesi nyamat. Ogwela ijo sirigino ogwela kisi tungi nyamat.
And that is the food we are going to eat today.
Yes,
That food is the money came from the president.
Nyesi nyamarilo sona inyama lolo. Inyamata ngunu. Isiriru egeltere inyamata ngunu. Elo muto so office president.
So he kept his word.
So obu chuti ngesi darake kiro ake isumunet.
And I want to say thank you to His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for that very kind and important gesture.
So akotrongo chuta paka na aishala mikine president anweke tau lejok keda itopolo ispedori ngesi abongunore.
So let me now, because I know people are hungry, let me now just talk about my dad.
Ajeno ngadros tungetenge konyocha makisonga lima kira disinu ikamutos papaka.
I'm so happy you have all come here
Ayala mongo bipotesi kerene
as we celebrate his legacy.
utoni ai nomo mara mnata elipa ina keijar.
I speak to you on behalf of my brothers, my sisters, and all the siblings.
Aloshongen neri abwe kite ka ina chana kedi dua lo atwani kere.
Papa Hensley Ephraim Okalebo
E polonoko lo bwila nyoni Papa Okalebo
was a great man, and he will remain a great man.
aretwete la pol la munono de sali ikone penen.
As a family,
Iso kapa eke kilo.
you heard what my sister Stella said.
Ipuputes nan winera inachika na didi Stella.
We have a commitment to keep his legacy very high.
Ija sone anyu nebe ai dara ekirorilo nyejti papa. Ebe mame kiroringo ne munare salebui.
After his death,
Eda ongesa tuanare.
when they opened his will,
Epukori ewilike ara ebonata iwadi kae ne nyeine tuete na kamute kekal.
that's when we found that he left the responsibility to me.
Opor keso wanyutu be iwadi kaktangin abala papa be jojo kurapa giselo saraune musika lorealo.
Jointly with my brother Mike, who is still in Canada. He couldn't travel with us.
Ngesi kedona cheke lebaka Mike le jai Canada.
So as Michael Musana just said in his speech,
Kapana na alimune poloni Musana Michael epapero kia papa.
Papa left us very big shoes to fill.
Inyeiti papa akirotone polonoi nebe itikes ayara itemoin arai. Bonata ibuoke musalaba lebe itinge sa ibuoke langiri.
But we'll try our best.
Konyelo sekesa etamanwe pedorite. Nara etawaja gitara.
So as a first step
So nuelo singesa igiasom.
towards the maintenance of the legacy of Papa,
Anwa nyunube ekirora papa esalebui.
I had a conversation with my sisters,
Eja ise meeting keda enachan.
We did. We had a conversation.
Inerti son wipo.
And I shared with them the good news.
Rapot so amorata enerle jok.
For the legacy of Papa,
Anu ekirora papa.
I have been able to convince and get approval from friends in Canada
Apedongo adomono apedoru araibonati ipapere lu Canada ngarakisongo.
and specifically the Rotary Club of Ajax in Toronto, Canada.
Noi itunga luo jokotau lelo mutoso sita lebaka i Toronto, Canada.
They have approved money to build a school in the name of Papa to maintain his legacy.
Ada utitu wangunu achamunu adumunika punara bonata piai adukune somero laina ino ekirori kia Papa Hensley Ephraim Okalebo. Baba kisberela subana kananu wangun.
They gave me one condition.
Opona olimo ina ingesi dopi bore.
They said, you show us the land and we build the school.
Ebe otorikena isa lupo do sa idukunyo esomero.
So we have designated the land. That's why I had to have a discussion with my sisters. The land is not far from here, and that school building is going to start immediately.
Adausa dumuna lupongun mamelwaka ne ida dukyo ne somerango ne losagiara atipet.
And if I'm not mistaken, Dr. James will correct me. I believe tomorrow there is a team that is coming for us to sign the agreement.
Ebe Dr. Nyoinera kejenan ejaimo yetimu le buni anuke sai wari aidoko kinakan.
So that is one step towards the legacy.
Ngunu nuso de beringe sasom ananyu nube ekiroro Okalebo esale pupo.
I just got confirmation that that is correct. The team will be here tomorrow.
So ejaunu mo yetimu ne. Baba kisbere bola subanakan.
Number 2.
Na ya rate.
Towards the legacy of Papa.
Anubobo aidare kirora Papa.
When I was sitting here,
Eboyena nonga nanane.
I got an envelope.
Abwanga duma bakasa.
I believe it was sent to me from LC1.
Ijukuta LC1 ngesibali jukuta bakasa ngin.
And in the envelope, when I read it,
O envelope ngone shomo ngesi.
it is asking for money.
Ngesita abakasa ngini kapun.
It is telling me my school where I attended primary, primary school,
Ebe ke somero lokola shomi ngeso primary school.
needs some serious renovation.
Ekoto aitete uno.
They have sent me the budget
Ejoko akini ngese budget.
and the pictures of the classrooms.
Keda aputosha tukot.
So, towards the legacy of our great dad,
Anu aidare kirori apapakosi.
I want to announce here
Akoto ngalimo rikopani.
this budget that you have sent to me.
Ebe budget lo ijuka itu se songolo.
I'm going to pay this budget in full and immediately.
Eba lo shonga tachare budget lo kere. Ida kopani da.
And I want Flo, come here.
Flow kuni berejo. Eba immediately nyobo immediately latest.
You are right. So, Mamanga Jenny, LC1, I don't know if it is you.
LC1 onyobere dabwa.
This is, I need to know the person who is responsible to receive this money.
Ngabo polo kitakirono obwa aijauni kapun.
So, so the budget you presented, yeah, you need to put on a mask. Yeah.
Yeah, nyeke mas.
The budget you presented
E budget lo itolo mutos kesi.
for the renovation work,
Anwa itemono kini esomero.
it includes things like cement,
Ijasiboro kate simit,
sand,
asinge,
bricks,
amatafalin,
transport,
elose,
and a labor.
keda elose ta somungin.
So before the end of this week, you pick the money from my sister.
Eringe sabiti le ngeta na lolona balasa.
From my sister Florence.
Ebeti Florence aina ine sikapunungun.
When I come back
Ebongesi
from Canada, I'm coming to do the inspection of this work.
ebongeso Canada rasunge sanyo na somungin.
That is towards the legacy of Papa.
Era ngunu kere anwa director ra papa.
So thank you. You can.
Yala perisa bongor.
So ajene ngobe iarite setenge.
I know you're very hungry.
I have one other thing that I want to mention.
Eja ibo video pibore boni do pe koronge salimun. Apupoksi.
On Sunday,
Na sabiti
I went to church.
abonga loto kanisa.
The church where I was baptized.
O kanisa le batisa ire kolongese ra ngese mukero.
The church where I was confirmed.
Ne doko kinerenge sida.
In Kachumbala.
Chumbala ngena.
I found them praying under a mango tree.
Adumuto kesili peto kope itoi.
But that did not bother me so much.
Mamungeso borianguno ya nwangun.
Because I know that we can worship God anywhere.
Nari pero na iture deke adi otutu bete kere.
But I was so impressed to see the work that the church is doing.
Konye yala mangesa anyunu asomu na isome kanisa adukune kaniso Chumbala.
The church that I attended was no longer stable for the congregation.
Narai kanisa lokola lose ne ngesi ne batisa irenge sky doko kin mambo ba pedori itunga lwepwa iboikin toma.
And I noticed that the church is now constructing a new building, which is really looking good.
Anyuni ngesebe otakwa na kanisa dukune kanisa le poldo bobo laida noi.
I had a conversation with the Reverend.
Opotungesi nera kinoskia Reverend.
And I promised the Reverend that because that was my church,
Obungesi sumune Reverend nare rangone kie kanisa.
I was making a donation.
Obungesi isumuni bore.
I was supposed to have done it yesterday, but I've been having problems with accessing my internet banking. But it will happen before the end of the week as well.
Bungesi sumuno ikapun lwaberi ngesa lemuno bian. Konye ngesa tionis. Na lemunike isirigino kwamu. Jenje okwa na ikapune pera itorno kwamu do oduma ende jo. Nabure America odumu ni jani. Konye balangesa ringesa biti le dauna. Isirigini ngunde beri ngesa lemun.
So I have pledged a donation of a half a million
sumunongesi ya rubede ne million
towards the work of the church.
Anwa soma ne church kanisa.
And then I also found that the Reverend doesn't have a car.
Wanyuni bongesi dabe be Reverend mame Reverend motoka.
Now they were trying to fundraise for the car.
Atamitoskesa tuko ni kapulu ya motoka.
So I gave them a donation of 200,000 towards the fundraising for the car.
Ole muningesi lukumina kwa tareda at motoka Reverend.
Because that is my church.
Nare ke kanisa ngoni.
I'll do anything to support their work.
I'll do so maunong boro lwipua gangakine kanisa.
So I'll end here so that people get to eat. But I want to say thank you so much.
Akoto ngabwa unane nara arti tunge tenge konya akoto ngeta kini ambala be eyala mongo noi.
This has been overwhelming for me and my wife and my children.
Era yeni borene polo noi anajayong aneja ka beru kedi dueka.
As my wife said,
Kapana na limu na mchala taka.
some of my children are saying they don't want to go back.
Idueka icheba kaza mekoru sabongor.
But I don't have a house yet.
Mamo ngetoko be.
So I have to start by building a house.
Eja berangake ona aidukere.
Because I built this house for my father.
Nara bonga duko getogolo papa.
I cannot now take over. the
Mama
house I
ngapira
built for my
kopare
father.
togongon.
So I have to start by building my own house.
Eja beronga duko ne etogo kare bonate kare.
One thing that I want to mention as I conclude.
Ibo rena koto ngalimu na ngetakini.
When we walked around laying the wreath on the graves,
Iloto sona ni ai doko nokini aturo atesin.
you probably asked yourselves, how come George can leave his father's grave undone since June when he was buried?
Ebuono kini ngesi ba mitonga riangu titunga atemaribe i George abunera America. Konya ge onu na atwania papa ke onu ka kenai toni lolo mami no mitate se simit.
There is a reason for that.
Eja Apollo.
When we opened Daddy's will,
Epukori ai wadikaete no bu papa inyekik etwana.
he gave instructions to me in that will.
Obu nerite do ena olimok ngesinu ebe ta som ai wadikaete angin.
And part of the instructions, he wants me to move all the graves to one side.
Ido pibore ene nerti papa ai wadikaete angin ngesi ale maratesna ngonu kere da yangara do payboy sit.
So we, and as a family,
Iso kapa ekek Okalebo.
we made a decision. There is no point doing that grave now.
Aporsa chama na resibe mamero ni pira aitemokin ara nome simit atesingin.
And then rip it up in a few months.
Dobo ara lemon ara kutu ne tuborosila pioidis.
Because we are going to move all the graves.
Nare betsa aitonyo un atesina kere.
We will give him a decent looking grave because he was a decent man.
Ilosa itam anyu nebe ne ngada kino papa eraun ne lai noi nara rangese tuetila Apollo noi.
I want to thank you all for the support.
Akoto nga ishalami kinesi anwo ai ganga so.
I know that I'm away, but you have given my sisters, my brothers a lot of support.
Ajeni ongol lemba luanong konye oporeso pedosi ai ngaraki ni duelo ralo anyu nubi ngada kino papa jok.
I want to thank Barbara. I don't know, Barbara, where are you?
Akoto nga ishalami kini Barbara aberukia Emma.
Is Barbara here?
Apie Barbara ne?
For those of you who do not know,
Esilu mami jenete Barbara.
Barbara
is
a wife to one of my younger brothers.
Barbara ngesa muchala ta ke onachekalo didi.
But he passed on.
Konyobu ngesi dila nyoni.
That girl, that young girl,
Api sengin.
stayed here with Papa.
Ngeso bui dara papa.
She took care of Papa.
Ai dara papa.
She took care of Papa
Ai dara papa.
until Papa's last day.
Toni na ilanya papa oni.
This is Barbara.
Barbara ngesina. Papa kisberi Barbara da babakan.
I want to thank all of you who have given Barbara support, and I pray you continue supporting Barbara because she is the one who is.
Akoto nga ishala mikinesi. Anu ai ganga no potesi o inakisi Barbara. Do bakoto nga ilipesi be ekote sa yataki nae ni Barbara agangat. Nara i Barbara ngeso bui dara papa tona paki na ila nyoni. Do kopani relo da i Barbara ngesi dari.
Because I am in Canada, my sisters are in Kampala, but they can only come here weekends and, occasionally. At least Barbara is on the ground.
Nara ingesi Canada, ake na Canada nwepu ejasi Kampala. Idila kesapo kenene o weekends konye Barbara ngese jo relo.
But we are making arrangements to make sure that Barbara has extra support.
Konye tamitiso nwipedo rikere anyunube edumuni bi Barbara agangata na yata kena.
Because we want to maintain this home the way it was when Papa was alive.
Nari kodo sai dare relo osali jai kapa kolenye na papa eringe jai.
And we can only do that with the support from all of you.
Konye nu kerenwi utasai tama enerani pedoros aripotesi ari atakisi bebesa inaini so agangat.
So I'm going to end it here, and I want to say thank you so much.
Alosho nanga kinine da limo ai lipi bobo ke da shalami kinesbe iyalama noi.
I have a number of meetings that are scheduled later this week.
Ejasi ngesi meetings bobo lui pu lue beti ngesa losit ada unulolo.
I also have to travel to Bushenyi.
Beti ngesa losite Bushenyi da amurake.
I've just been told the in-laws have organized a reception there to receive me and my wife back.
Kapakina amuraka do Bushenyi ai jaunu ngesi kaberu kedue abongu no Canada.
So if you drop here after tomorrow, will be on our way to Bushenyi.
So ibujo mo ine roja dumunu ngesi emame mamite marakere chabo beja kaitilo lo sebere mo ikesa morakeda.
But I want to tell you something.
Akoto ngali mo ene si do pibore.
I am back.
Abongong.
I'm still in the country until the 8th of January.
Aringo ngajai Uganda ne tonakanya uni okarlo etetet.
When I will be going back to Canada.
Abongorong America arabonat Canada.
It won't be too long before you see me back.
Mama patch bobe ojare no mama eswanito sesikede bongni ne.
That is my promise to you.
Yes, bona isumune talosong ai nines.
And Kwame, I'm sure the president will be happy to hear that.
Neja kaiti Kwame ajeno ngbe bune president ayalama kina pupu nunin.
Thank you, thank you.
Yalama. Eba paxbera bakani ninu.
Thank you very much. Engarinon Kwasi, George Okrapa for the communication. The chairperson LC3, Komuge Sub-County. Chairperson LC3, after your communication, you will in turn invite the chairperson LC5, Bukadia, and the chairperson LC5 will invite the RDC.
Yalama noi.
Okay, Master of Ceremony Yalama.
Yalama ngoda.
The guest of honor.
Ekos peyon non langos bibilolo.
And the protocol observed.
Tunga kereto madoke takus.
Enyarte ka Kroro Hotel Moses.
That is his name.
LOC3 chairperson Otemulo Mugelo.
Is the LOC3 chairperson Komuge Sub-County where we are.
On behalf of Komuge Sub-County.
Otunga alu Komuge.
And on my own behalf,
Kedangisida.
I want to take this opportunity
to
receive all the people
to
Komuge Sub-County. Most especially our father,
Papa Kosi,
George Okurapa.
George Okurapa.
When I was growing, I used to hear George Okurapa. And I thought it was just a mere history. I didn't know that he's a living person. And it is my best moment to see him right now. Our brother, we love you so much. And just like you have promised to be with us, we promise to be with you always. I also want to be very grateful for Honorable Ayeku Patrick. You see, when I saw him coming, I was trying to ask my brain, where have I ever seen him? But I think I saw him one time in Soroti. And thank you so much for going through to Parliament, coordinating for the coming of our father. I also want to be very grateful for LOC5 Bukedia district. Just like our father George was telling us, you have always been here. Virtually I was watching. Today still with your busy schedule you managed to come. You're most welcome. I want to appreciate the church. Thank you for the wonderful preaching. It was the nice thing. And maybe the last thing I want to speak about, I heard my father talking about the donation and the donation. The late Papa died a very important person to us.
Papa Okalebo inye koni konye aretwela Apollo noi.
At one point he gave government land just across here.
Koloda bubo ena kapugani alup just depaje
Of recent he gave us land where we constructed a slaughter slab just down here.
Boboda na kiti bonge salu pokopana netu tubera ituku.
And why shouldn't we celebrate him?
So mnyoma mloloni nunuma nyoma moni kario nyoma moni alama.
We have a reason to say he died a great man.
Eja ibori balaroni be etwanidi papa eretwedlo epol.
The day we heard that you're coming,
apara ni ipupu nosobi bunijo.
We thought to ask you to give us a donation where we can construct a hospital, and we name it Okalebo Memorial Hospital for Komuge Sub-County.
We had requested you, if possible, you to give us a hospital, and we will name that hospital Mzee Okalebo Memorial Hospital.
Enerong ates Julija Musugun. Enerong amsugun Julija ates, eh?
Ebo.
Autoanga elipu na balebe kare patana papa kosi. Omoikina say donation loi duko kina sa dexine ai tonoro ai jara na ka papa Okalebo. Because imarona ne from the far post to Kachumbala Sub-County na apia dekes angoro lo sete akeja nakitido ya langir tede denga kolong. Iwuta sao mom opune bani jara sa itono rai jara na ka papa ke war kikena ka de kare kada apu ganeda.
Yalama, his humble request to George that since Papa was a great man and we are today celebrating his life, the humble request is a donation if you can get one, so that the community here can have a health facility, because pregnant mothers are walking longer distances from here up to the sub-county to give birth.
So ikote nenwe jazz isokwa papugan we are able to give land jazz okada musirin.
For them as government, they have government land. They are
Pedal Samon Kopandas we are talking Utasadok Adukokin Beragi Lokujinen.
As we even talk now, we have established a borehole
in the
nearby community.
Edio Ipone Kere Ikota Itono Jarana Kapapani.
Because we want to remember the life of Papa.
So Yalama na tekereka.
Thank you very much.
Atekerna ije ikere na ibundina na na ibo ishokere Yalama noi.
All the clan members, we are really very grateful.
Akotongo da salake na patane man kota ichachana pak. Enerino tu akano papa. Asali ngada baleba atwana papa etwandiko lo papa jok. Eja ingi setema mije ijo. Nobo jikono batu anarikon.
The DJ. All the microphones are on.
I'm inviting hello.
Someone has stepped on the wire. Where here? We are best to it. It's on now.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It is on now. So our tongue attack na balebe. Ateke rekosi alama abuni raite epole jara kerosne.
I want to conclude by thanking the clan members for coming today to witness this day.
Ebalakwa na kerose batu anakolo papa ejokuna.
Papa died a great man.
How
about you who has come today? How are you going to die? And which legacy are you going to leave behind?
So yalama tekereka.
Thank you.
Okirolo etemulo omuga saltonga nyato Hotel Moses. LOC3 chairperson.
Once again, I am Okotel, the LOC3 chairperson Komuge Sub-County.
Amamta ichanchana pakocha makisonge oro direct district LOC5.
Without wasting time, allow me to invite the LOC5.
Papa karibu ara ibuondo jane direct ane.
Papa ibuondo jane.
Yalama dolun.
Yalama. No, Yalama.
Yalama no master of ceremony.
Yalama.
Epejononi kosi laibu se saparana. Eja kaito Okrapa George.
Our guest today, Mr. George Okrapa.
I telekarit member of parliament, Lo Soroti County.
Our member of parliament for Soroti County.
Ina chana kerelu eji asine koto ma Yesu Kristo yoga.
All the Christians that are here, greetings.
Akotenga elipo neba pa isedeki akane na mwana na eje ijo kere. ajene ngede ngete nyogo isibere wana ya bapa ne de ki akane na mwana era na para na yalama.
Today is a day of happiness.
Ne parine konyenu ade nga ireiki ni psychologically are tungetenge ara ba sabiam kwado kwa ne yar dore setenge o chama eside nga lima kirare teteri kopa enera kichieda na sodi de nyare de ka kirole mukani Moses,
that is his name.
na yare ita ishala mikine sano abnera ijao no na cheo kada yalama na epolonoi.
To thank you also for joining us today in receiving our brother.
Na uni etora na washa aishala mikino na cheo anwa isumu neta anu epolo no adao nyesa enaki ni mamijoni.
To thank our brother for the donations and the promises.
Ara enu abeite bi yalama sesa akira nguna uni ebapa esoja kaito kurapa kanina emwana. Ada otabo ngoro kinete okeja kaito kurapa ai ngiseta anu ajasa kwesi na etonga aja ai ngiseta na kama nara keda ija utenelo eduelo euri nikino semeroi eringe dishak na ada redo perto ma social factors o social problems loda kopo kwa na ada eja kaito kurapa abongo kini ai na kino ne semero le pedora yata kina kepa nara ai jene na edu ochala lo ido tema lo muge bapa esibo bonyesa kanoi atakelo sisira elipe be kareja ibo barere ngachie na ara da werero tara ngara ni jana kwa perare je twan lo jiena ngina keta kano barere ngachie ata isibo badex da apolo ke boda uno zatio kiso no omuge omugara ba sabia ara ba ngasabi elipa na eseja ka dede ke daro kurapa itodo le ka elipa sine lu lipito sesi do chata isumunete bona golo kinenge be ije Canada isumuni dijo ibuni jabu nera anyo na accountability do de pelo ka kwa peseo na la ne pepe ke da RDC le egwe ke de president ke de di yo la shoma ne sa anyo ne be e donation le lemi ke jo kao ilosi sha e mane jok anyo ne be soma eta som ko ebeto ibuni jo ra sha na ne je report tetere do kwa na meda etitunga elipi denge se dare se deke ido bala bonat kalesia na tulike boja la subani ke da esi boja ke dole mukaneda yalama noi isirenge sa jakaite deke acha mai senge oreu RDC DJ yalama rama noi jakaite dole mkananga na yalama noi isirenge joda la subani noi
ai kota ile pitunga bolwe jaso line oja ibo aina paina. Stella, you have started the food agenda. Let's pray that there is peace in the lines. Nari kono sa pupu na kira honorable keda kira papara DC yalama.
Praise the Lord. Ekanisa,
The church,
our guest of honor, the family of George Ekrapa,
family kia George Okrapa,
the friends of George Okrapa.
Ipapero kia George Okrapa.
I can say Nkuruma, Nkwame Nkuruma, but that is Ejalu Nkuruma.
When you saw Aturo Rokia Jaru ane.
Then we can say the prince.
When you say Kabakada, Lobu Soga.
Honorable Chairperson LOC 5.
LOC 5 Lobu Kedia.
Kere, allow me be very brief indeed.
And Kedokate Kero Chama Singesoli Makira this atoma tipet.
And in my brief comment, just allow me, first of all, sound very, very jealous and greedy.
Ochama Spenges Olimo Akira at this no bala Sikari Kito Singes.
That
see now you have brought food, see all the thing is getting. Yes, you see now, you see what we've done. Hello, can you fix the machine? jokuna palasbero na kiro ni nyama angeta accept program lo yalama.
Yeah, Narai, I am going to be very brief. And I was saying, just allow me sound greedy and jealous that while the whole country now needs George so much. As the RDC of Bukedea, I would love that George, you take up with the Bukedea more than any other part of the country.
George aite Bukedea district noi ade parachebo ishono Uganda.
Because I know that when I am seeing George, I am seeing a human resource.
Nara jenyobe anyong George anyong ameda.
To go to Makerere University, particularly around that time, we all know that was the only university in Uganda.
Alosti Makerere par shangun era Makerere boni a university of Uganda. Mamede bichelu.
It was brains.
It was Aradam.
To become a guild president of Makerere University.
Around it wetene polokiti Makerere University. Mama Arabolia.
It was not an easy thing at all. So therefore, when I see George, I am seeing human resource.
Itonde be anyong George apoloka anyong etwet le.
And His Excellency the President once said there is no other investment we can have other than investment on human resource.
Nara Papa Museveni de balabe emame asomara bnatabara ne poloni konye aitosomi tungalu echobe.
And that is why I am very sure he wanted you back as soon as you left this country.
Ne waina jobe akotro Papa Museveni ja bongun Uganda.
For you to come and say, I want to assure you of maximum security.
Nyesi waina jobe Papa elimo ni je President be aina inongoje security le pola gogong.
I remember in mid-80s, around the time you left,
apara shangunu nyo jo Uganda.
They told me from Alowet to
Kashumbala,
it was a no-go zone.
Achumbala loide ne mamji pera itoro ne no karungun lo akaisa kanyauni.
In Tororo there is a place called the Atir, 7 miles or 6 miles before Toro town.
It was
a no-go zone.
Mamji pera itoro ne na para shangun.
But I want to assure you that today peace and security is at its maximum.
Konyikoro sali moyo ni jo kopana yuwara o Uganda ejai akwarato ma kwatat.
If your children want to stay here, I am assuring them that they can. In fact, for me, I was whispering to the chairman of Komuge that of the 9 parishes, if we can attach them to, I think, 2 parishes per one, so they monitor for us the parish development model, we would be the happiest.
Ikono sai lip kape baka nazidu belo sai salane inyeki duwa salata. Ilo sai nani duwe ngunu ngini kokiro nyayari teri etupitosi asomisina apugani do ronyangon.
We have detailed security up to the village. This so you first stand up.
Tono chalo chuti kwap.
That somebody want this name is called Obielo John.
Obielo John Edisolo Bukedia.
We have Gisos.
Ijai Gisos Daniel.
We have Pisos. We have Pisos. Even those who have hangover for insecurity, as if it were those other days and they have that hangover, they still want to. We get them within the shortest time possible.
George in
Komuge here, in Komuge Parish, I think Komuge Village, we recovered an illegal gun about 2 months ago. And we are about to recover another one. There were 2 guns.
George
in the that Kapanga?
Kapang.
In Kapang, the other night, that was on Christmas Day.
Apanga apara ne baga.
A biological brother went and hacked his brother to death. Those are people who still have hangover of insecurity. But it did not take us 6 hours to arrest them.
konye otomo sani kanyape bono daude dai kamun.
And that is the assurance I want to give you that for you now in Canada, heading is social and education department.
Already Somajo Canada, Gwekidijakiron was Shoman, Kere Soma Kapugan.
On the parish development model, there is a whole pillar of mindset change. And I know as social workers, me myself, I'm a social worker, that is our interest, that even if we give people a lot of money, if their mind is it not adjusted or is not changed to suit what it is today, then we shall all be wasting our time.
So kapebe ya utorapuga ni sirigini tono oitela ejai e department lo isoma kironwa julo au misho nuetunganan do kaperari ngone department ikotai lipebe ipedor jangarakin.
Finally,
angetakini
when I was at the graveyard,
ajaina nongo ngina ailit arebonat no oponi ngada kinai papa,
I saw engravement
on
one of the graveyards of Toto that was reading and touched my heart. That, I have fought my fight. I've run my race. And therefore I have concluded, but still I am keeping my faith.
So bangeta kong konyere ngaka yune jai.
That engravement touched my soul a lot. Compounded by the preaching of our leader of the church. That's why I decided to accept Jesus Christ as my Savior. Because when the Reverend tickled us that you must know how to count your time. We are fighting a war. We are running a race. But are we keeping our faith? Is our character still as strong that when we leave this world, when we die in the evening, Reverend, I think that is in the evening. No. When we die after evening. When we die after evening, then the legacy we leave behind is a legacy for us to be remembered for eternity. May I therefore say, may the souls of our departed ones rest in eternal peace. I say this for God and my country.
Amen.
And may I take this opportunity to invite our chief guest to come and address the visitors.
Yalama noi. Stephen. You also try to translate that. You translate that. I translate that.
Atekerioga.
Greetings to all of us.
Akasom kwa na ngesi aisire rengi nyamat. Anuna arai eboye ngoda toni ngoda moteni beloina. Arai chati eja ile la chara moten kopani. Konye tengo esa walo erai kwa na kasom aisire rengi nyamat. Konye akote ngesa chamaini ngo enera musugun anu alimunakiro nweli moiti ngototo vice president alimunulolane kwa pagoi kinonke.
Thank you.
Nepali munu ngunu kedenga golokin alo sedona enyam engoda enyamite sawa akoto ngoda amidu ni chebore merko paen.
Thank you very much, our chief guest. He has a very simple task to perform.
Permit me also recognize the chairman LC5, the RDC, the local leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Protocol observed. My names are Ayeku Patrick. I am the member of parliament for Soroti County.
Soroti County.
First and foremost, I bring you greetings from the Parliament of Uganda. To double that, I also bring the greetings from the Vice President.
Yautu bongesi amalana nejai toto vice president netupite president lo Uganda.
Abeti ngesa jautene konyedo opotakiri kamutu ngesi okiri hura. So abeti ngesa porunu ne konyaja akiro keda tinga tangini ne poro kuju.
She was going to be with us here, but she got caught up in Kirihura. She had problems with her transport. She has two things.
Na sodit ebeti somero angar atomon olapa aloitetet alo January.
The first one, schools are going to reopen on the 10th of January 2022.
Ejena neni be kopani eje kada konye baka ijoda o wanyibi yangari yeni kono semero.
It is known that we have deficiencies, but make sure that you also take your child to school.
Siri yeni koni boyore e balangesi be olototidwe kero semero toni ngunu da la potutos ijo toto akona soma idari koku obongo ikoko semero anwadu muno ashoman na jokan.
Even those who in one way or the other became pregnant, the role of the mother, please take care of the child, but allow all the children to get back to school.
Iyare ikini
The second
balangesi kwana uluta na lomaro lapala kamu itemon kijo na kona misiri patana kopana idat ewonta kwa kwani terebu nedo o patana joda anyara misiri ade mamete jimongin arabe meleku.
You know, we are already at the dry season. These are the days this is the time we prepare our gardens ready for cultivation come next year when rains resume.
Na iunikini ebalangesi da alimo ine district kede tunga kerer lo kachumbala eja arere ngune ja unorngesi abongunu ne ebuningesi alope abunerene aito jokarte noi asomi boreni ngarakini tunga kere lo kachumbala.
The third thing, Toto Vice has pledged that if she gets an opportunity and time, she will be here herself to do a number of things.
No Toto Vice President Moon. Imala ibo besuda a deputy speaker no parliament. Toto Anita Among.
Our own deputy speaker of parliament sends regards to all of us.
She
was also going to be with us here, but she got busy with some issues in Busoga. For that reason, our chief guest has his own.
Nuka balabe akotonga isirerengi nyamata kere okirora papa alo koko ale moyo la gayon ikote nepene.
He has blessed the food. Thank you very much, our chief guest. You have been a very wonderful speaker. Now let me inform you. Our chief guest, you lead the team. Your serving point is here. After our chief guest, our political leaders, you will join them this side. A tent TJ is already on. Other tents, please. Itunga kerelu is having it olotokwa na down is ringing nyamat. Liptong aside told Niponosho Lejo Kanara, all these cameras are still on. Mami G Kinoso online. Yalama Dolun. Yalama Dolun. Itungala beg to perform itimete so. Anyway. Inyamata kwa neja sapugan. Asopuli angesi MC. Arama mjabe tabune lailo mambun lailo. Achama kisperlu ngari no gyata.
Eja edi ane ele kola reja kaiti. Eji bilengane ariko reja domon. Edi alo ichan. Ateker atitingo to line ejinya madalui puno ingido de los adumun kedi tunga dalu isaving aite be speedy mamede ni saving airoka udangina.
Civilisation pas maniée, c'est où ça nous mène. La pomme pas qu'à trouver. Doit de nous dégoûter. En qui j'en la nati secret. Oula, oulé, oula, oulé. Là où va nous arriver, c'est là nous mettez qu'à créer. Nous qui comprenons pas vrai. Et nous qui croyons nous qu'à rêver.
Uri mami wite ukaulia Boni sinzia Merci Unosi Kani abati lumbu Lumbu nevoka
To last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's a celebration. Celebrate good. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Oh, we are the chosen few. You chose me, and I chose you. We're the chosen few.
closer to me. Darling, I want you to see. Closer, come closer to me. Let me love you endlessly. I wanna love you tonight. Let me make you feel nice. When I get this feeling, I need your sexual healing. Come with me, darling. My love is calling. I want to hold you. Let me please you. Closer. Oh, baby. Come closer to me. Darling, I want you to see. Closer. Come closer to me. Let me love you endlessly. Let me kiss you all over, all over, all over. Tell me that you are my lover. Oh. I'm feeling randy, I'm feeling horny. I need your attention. Give me some action. Closer, come closer to me. Darling, I want you to see. Closer, baby, come closer to me. Let me love you endlessly. I wanna love you tonight, all night, all night. Hey. Let me hold you tight. I wanna squeeze you, baby, all day, all day. Yes. Let me please you, let me tease you. When I get this feeling, I need your healing. Closer, come closer to me. Darling, I want to get to see. Closer, baby, come closer to me. Let me love you endlessly. I'm feeling randy, I'm feeling horny. I need your attention. Give me some action.
I'm inviting you to the pineapple jam.
Pineapple, pineapple jam. Pineapple, pineapple jam. You need it. Pineapple. Don't break me. So why don't you join in with me and sing? La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Hey, how about you out there in the corner? Sing along, man. La 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 la. Hey, you gotta make this thing dance, man. La 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 la, la la. Come on, join with me. La 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 la. You sing it. La 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 la, la 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 la. Come on, join hands and sing. Sing this song.
kusukuma zonke izizwe hayi ukukhiya kwakho kujabulisa zonke izinhlanga yo usmo There was more.